have found the surprise. There are 2 leopards just in front of us. Just want to try and maneuver through the bush, find the best spot for us to view them from. And just give me 1 minute. And I think it is Quarantine and Inkanyeni. Ouch, 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 ouch. We're getting there, we're getting there. And here we go. Beautiful. So, this is the surprise. Beautiful cats. I think they might mate. Yeah, let's see if Quarantine is interested. There we go. How special is this? How awesome is this? Just look at those eyes, she's looking straight at us. So business done and dusted, and this will happen relatively often, every 20 minutes or so, I would say. So they'll sleep, mate, sleep again, mate again, sleep again. I think that'll keep going for a while. So let's spend the morning with these 2 beautiful cats. How amazing is it to see 5 different leopards on a morning sunrise safari? Morning, Andrew. Yeah, spectacular. We might have to change our view again in a couple of minutes. Just let them settle down again, then we'll move around. So 2 absolutely new leopards for me this morning. I haven't seen these guys before. I've seen Inkanyeni's son to me the other day, but haven't seen Mum or Quarantine yet. So maybe you guys can tell me a little bit more about these leopards. Quarantine sounds like quite an interesting name, so there might be a story behind that. Maybe you can let me know what that is. Just trying to think where we're going to have to move to now. Maybe just maneuver around and through to the other side. I think so. It's difficult to try and preempt when and where they're going to mate next, so we get the best view. I think she would probably stand up and go in front of Quarantine. A yellow-billed kite that just flew over us. Is that what you were looking at, Darian? Okay. Alright, let's quickly move around, get a better position, and then we'll work it from there. Roger, you would like to know if there's been any updates on Vatumi. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything from anyone yet, so I'm not 100% sure when the last time he was seen and what he's been up to. I heard there was some commotion between him and Mum and Quarantine, but yeah, I haven't heard anything again after that. I think this is going to be our best spot for the moment. To get the best shot, we'll have to wait for these leopards to do their thing. Liz, thank you very much for that information. So, Quarantine is Karula's 4-year-old son, and the name comes from the quarantine clearings where he spent a lot of his time growing up. Awesome, thank you. Puts a lot of things in perspective again. Let's see what's happening here. There we go again. Well, we haven't waited 20 minutes yet. Not even 5 minutes and they're back at it. Ooh, that was nasty. You see how he bit her neck? I think it's just to let her know he's there and to almost keep her calm. He doesn't want her to roll around and give him a slap with those sharp claws. Awesome. What a treat. Folks, while we stay with these beautiful cats and spend some more time with them, let's go see what Taylor is up to on bushwalk. There's a lot of action happening. This is the 4th time they've mated since we've been here. I've got a little bug walking around me that I'm trying to figure out what it is. But let's keep looking at these, some grasshopper or something. No, it doesn't want to get off me. Something's got Inkanyeni's attention. Every time after they've mated, she starts strolling around and looking around. I don't know if there's another leopard in the area that we haven't found or seen yet. There we go again. Oh, she's not happy with... Yo, that's crazy stuff. What a way to spend your birthday. So I wonder when these leopards started mating. I mean, the first we heard of it was yesterday. Could it be that they've mated for a couple of days already? Or did they just start yesterday? This quarantine male is quite a big leopard. He's a massive cat for only 4 years old. Ellen, thank you very much. So he's from Karula's 4th litter. He's got a brother that I can't pronounce the name. I'll have to listen to that again. And then his father is Mvula. Is Mvula still around? That must be, oh, it should have been the territory. Djuma is the brother's name. So I suppose then Mvula or Tingana has taken over the area of Mvula. I might be right, I might be wrong. We'll have to figure it out. I'll get some more information from the other guys through the day. Try and figure this whole story out. Gail, a very valid point and question that you have is, could Inkanyeni be in a false estrus and just keeping quarantine busy, giving young Vatumi a chance to maybe move further afield, move further away, and protect him in that manner? It could possibly be. It's very difficult to tell by just looking at things. But it would be a very successful ploy if she did it, because I don't think Inkanyeni would go anywhere at the moment. So it is possible. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe give it 3 months or so. See if there are new cubs. Then we'll know what the truth was. But it is definitely possible. I've seen it with lion. I've seen it with a pride of lions called the Southern Pride. They went through almost a disastrous time to an extent. A tough life where different males kept coming into the area trying to take over the territory, and the females did go into a false estrus and kept these males busy and the cubs away from the males for a very long period before, well, the cubs ended up surviving because of that, because the males were kept away from them for a while. And I think the first set of cubs that came about actually was 2 different males that fathered those cubs, but these 2 males that are now the dominant ones must think that they are the fathers. So yeah, it's quite interesting how these creatures work their magic and do their thing to make sure that their cubs survive. Red, your question, what do female leopards find attractive on male leopards, and what would drive them to mate? I think they basically look for the strongest genes, so size of the leopard will definitely be number 1 on their list to look for. They always want the best genes going forward, so any impressive big looking male leopard is going to have a much better chance, and size will also show dominance, so it's going to be the strongest one in the area that they'd try and mate with. I think they're quite fussy when it comes to that. They don't just want any leopard to mate with. I think I might have figured out what Inkanyeni has been looking at. There's, I think, 2 vultures flying around far off, right in front of us. It's basically a spot in the distance. But I think that might be one of the things that she's been looking at, what those things are up to. Now, I can't even see them anymore, they're so far. No, they've disappeared now, they're gone. So folks, we've got some decisions to make. I just heard something on the radio that I might want to go and... well, while I make my decisions and try and figure out what's happening, let's head over to Taylor and see what's happening on Bushwalk.